Hi, and welcome to this online class revision made easy. So, today we're going to be having a look at IELTS. So, the particular part of the IELTS exam today we're looking at is paraphrasing. Okay, so paraphrasing is quite an important element of your IELTS spoken exam. So why do you need to paraphrase in your IELTS spoken exam? Well, there are actually a few reasons. The first one is that it is actually one of the criteria in the lexical resource mark scheme. So when you have your IELTS exam, you're marked on four main areas. There's fluency and coherence, there's your lexical resource, there's your grammar, and there's your pronunciation. So paraphrasing is actually part of your lexical resource. Now, lexical resource also includes things like your vocabulary, but paraphrasing is in there, and it is an essential skill to have if you want to obtain higher than a band 4 in your lexical resource score. If you think you could be hitting band 6 or band 7, or even band 8 in all the other areas, but you miss out on your lexical resource and you only get a band 4 because you have not attempted to paraphrase, that will bring down your score quite a lot. So if you do not attempt to paraphrase at all, you cannot get higher than a band 4. If you do attempt to paraphrase and you don't do a great job, you'll still get a band 5. Obviously, it depends on the other aspects of your lexical resource score. And if you do paraphrase successfully, you can get in at a level 6 or above. It is a feature of speech that the examiner will be looking for. It shows the examiner that you can paraphrase and that you actually understand the question. If you're asked a question and you can paraphrase in the first line of your answer, that shows the examiner that you understood them. And it's a good confidence booster. When you know how to paraphrase, you know your first sentence in your IELTS exam is going to be good. And that is a brilliant confidence booster for you, and it gives you some breathing space, some time to collect your thoughts. Okay, so let's see what is next. So how do you paraphrase? Well, paraphrasing isn't really complicated. All you have to do to successfully paraphrase is rephrase the examiner's question in your own words. That's it. So take whatever question the examiner has for you and rephrase that using your own words. You do use some of the examiner's words, but you just rephrase it. So let's have a look just so you can understand. So a really simple paraphrasing example. Okay, so if there's a question, do you like to read books? And you say, yes. And that's it. There is no paraphrase there. You've just answered the question, yes. Okay, so how can you make this into a simple paraphrase? Okay, so do you like to read books? Yes, I do like to read books. Oh, yes, I really do like to read books. Or yes, reading books is something that I like to do. Okay, so the question was, do you like to read books? And you've included a paraphrase in the first line of your answer. That's all there is to it. So that's a simple paraphrase example. So let's have a look, if we can, at a more complicated example. So this is a more complex example. Okay, so the question would be, is city life suitable for children? Now let's have a look at that question. Let's take out all the unnecessary words that we need to come up with an answer. So our keywords here are city life, suitable, and children. So in our paraphrase, we're going to try and rephrase that question, and we're going to use city life, suitable, and children. Okay, so we could say in our answer, yes, I believe that city life can be suitable for children. Okay, that there is your first line of your answer. It has included the paraphrase. It's a successful paraphrase. Or another way you could answer this question with a paraphrase is the question of whether city life is suitable for children is a tricky one. Okay, so that's an even more advanced way of answering that question in your first line. But these are just two, and these are the more complex paraphrasing answers that you get. So all you have to do is rephrase the question in your own words in the first line of your answer. Okay, so the important points: always attempt to paraphrase. If you attempt to paraphrase, even if you get it wrong, that will get your band from a 4, didn't even try to paraphrase, up to a 5. Paraphrased, wasn't quite successful, but attempted to paraphrase. Use the examiner's words in your paraphrase. You're rephrasing. So you can take the words and the phrases that the examiner uses and reuse them. Okay, so when I say paraphrasing, it's using your own words. That doesn't mean particularly different words. You can use the same phrases, you're just rephrasing. So take those important words out of the question and rephrase them in the first line of your answer. And finally, it is a great skill to learn. Just keep practicing it. You'll find that if you can paraphrase successfully, this will help you so much, not only in your IELTS spoken exams, but in any other kind of English spoken exams that you do. This can also help you in your written English, in your written exams. It's a really useful skill to have, and it's one that is very often overlooked, but it is actually really important when it comes to your IELTS exam. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions, or if anybody has any areas to do with the IELTS, learning English as a second or foreign language, or the TOEFL exam, then just pop a comment and I will get back to you. Thank you so much for watching today. Have a great day.